So I need to start this with a story. My friend and mod Dagarth was asking me to recommend him an anime. This wasn't new, but I felt like I'd gotten him to trust me enough to finally trick him into watching my favorite anime of all time. So, I casually dropped, hey, you should give Eureka 7 a watch. It's 50 episodes, but definitely worth sticking with. He took the bait without much pushing. Well, the next day I asked him if he'd started it. He said yeah, and I felt a little bit lost. I guess that could probably happen with Eureka 7, but they described things I had no memory of until the worst outcome became apparent. Dagarth wasn't watching Eureka 7. He was watching Eureka 7 AO, the sequel we choose not to acknowledge. After the wave of terror and revulsion had passed, I explained that he should probably bail on that travesty and start the original series. That's when he told me. He couldn't. Eureka 7 was no longer available for streaming. Now I'd forgotten, but that loss happened around the time Crunchyroll went and merged with Funimation, a move that helped absolutely no one outside a bunch of empty suits. So I bet you're asking, Karasu, what about Blu-rays or DVDs? Unfortunately, as of writing, the Crunchyroll store doesn't have the original available for purchase, and Amazon only has the first half for anything resembling a reasonable price. A while back, I'd have recommended a storefront like Right Stuff, but Crunchyroll bought and absorbed that too, so the only reasonable recommendation for legal acquisition is aftermarket, and even then the prices and quality are going to be a bit scattershot. So why am I bothering to script, record, and edit this story, or rant? Stand? Well, if you've been paying attention to anime news at the moment, you'll know we're seeing more media vanish when services like Crunchyroll don't feel like re-upping the license, and we're seeing it happen to absolute classics and all-timers like 91 Days or Death Parade. If those aren't safe, what is? With Crunchyroll having pretty close to monopoly on streaming and physical media distribution outside Amazon, it's going to be harder and harder to get your hands on these older shows as time goes on. It's especially disheartening in times like this, where a show like Eureka 7 has so much to say about things going on right outside. From themes like religious and ethnic persecution to times of environmental exploitation, it's never been a better time to revisit this classic. And corporations like Crunchyroll are not the stewards we need to help access these stories. Well, what can we, as consumers and fans, do? Sadly, I don't really have a silver bullet for this situation. If possible, try to grab the physical release of your favorites when they come out, and do your best to support companies like Discotek. They're doing their best to keep physical media alive. I'm not sponsored by them yet, my DMs are open, guys. But I love their work and really appreciate the sheer variety of animation they're willing to put out there on the physical market. All this being said, I know in this day and age, being able to drop $50 or so on your favorite series, let alone something you've never seen before, may be outside your means. Art should not be a privilege of the wealthy like the days of yore. Art is for everyone. So if you need to find your art fix some other way, then... Oh hey, did someone mention One Piece? Oh, sorry, yeah, anyways, I gotta go dig out my Blu-rays and a capture card, so I can Clockwork Orange my mod into watching some surfing robots. If you've lost series to the Corpo Void, or have some solutions I haven't thought of, comment below or come yap about it on stream with me.